This is a lot. I gotta go.
He gets on his knees. He's like crying, puts the phone up.
You're a sociopath?
Honestly, I just want to get in the cage.
I don't want this.
Maybe we're going to go really deep right now. I'm going to get canceled after that. Hi, my beautiful people. I'm Kate, your skin therapist, and this is my podcast where we're trying to get under my skin. You asked and I delivered. You gave me such a great feedback about the last podcast that I did with my best friend. So I brought him back. Welcome. Maui Jean, aka Solenia.
I miss Solenia.
How do you name me in your phone?
KG Beauty.
KG Beauty. Why is that?
Like KGB.
I like KG. Oh, that makes sense.
That was like a nickname I have 9 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
everyone has a nickname on my phone.
Well, that I know. Well, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm not feeling like being today mentally or physically. And I thought...
Same.
I'm glad that we're in the same page.
We're in the same page.
We're in the same page. And honestly, this is like past couple of weeks been really rough. And I did not want to do this. This was like a last minute, okay, I have to do it. And even this morning when I woke up, I don't like how I look. I don't feel good. I really don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to work. I don't want to leave the house. Honestly, I just want to get in the cage or some sort of, I don't know, the farm where there's like no people around me and maybe some goats and cats, no dogs. No dogs.
No dogs.
I love dogs. Don't hate me. Don't throw tomatoes at me about not loving dogs, because I do. I just don't like hair, and I'm just a cat lady, okay? Anyway.
Dog energy here. You know I have dog energy.
Yes, you have dog energy. I don't know how we really match, because I am an extremely introvert, and you're very extremely extrovert. And
I'm extroverted?
Just a little bit.
I'm sorry for lying.
But that's my point. That's my point. I feel like we don't talk about our little lies that we tell ourselves and to others. And my point is that we do want to see more on the social media or just in general, people talking about, what they're actually going through, how they actually feel. But do we really? Because once we see the people being out there and authentic, or just like, hey, yeah, I am going through something. Hey, guys, yeah, I'm trying to share with you all of that. But then people, on the other hand, they'll feel a little bad or sad for you for a day or two. And they're like, I don't want to watch it. You know what I mean? And
totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
And we can all relate to that.
Social media is supposed to be a somewhat, either you are a nosy person who wants to look at someone who you probably do care about or just like don't really care much about and just want to see their stuff, which that happens to me all the time.
It happens to all of us.
Or you kind of want to escape, right? There's some level of it, like to escape. Maybe you want to like find some type of relevance or something that's quick and easy, like answer to like what we're going through in somewhat. But I feel like a lot of people do want an escape, and when it's too real, it's kind of like, I don't want this.
I don't want it.
Like for me, I put like politics. I kind of just put like not interested. I know what I'm going to do when time comes. I don't need to see anything else. Like I'm kind of like,
I don't want to go there.
I just don't feel like, I'm not going to lie to myself and just be like, oh, okay, I want to. It's not entertaining to me. I kind of want to be entertained because I have too much serious stuff going on in my life.
No.
So that's how I feel.
I feel that yes and no. Yeah, mainly yes. Like I feel like I'm just in general have love and hate relationship with social media. I am out there. I have to be out there. Because of work and everything like that. And I do enjoy being out there and like communicating with people. But when I feel down, this is the first thing that goes away, like from my list. And I'm thankful I have social media manager assistant that helps me to manage it, or at least post stuff when I don't want to be there at all.
Totally.
Though she pushes me. I was like, oh, I need this and I need that. And I, at times, I mean, I'm sorry, Leah. I've been ignoring all of your messages past week. She's like, I need this. I need this, Katya. I need this. We need to do this.
Don't do that to her.
And I'm just, I know she is amazing, but I've been completely past in all of the past used and just ignoring all your requests. But I know I'll be back, and I feel like it takes skill to get out of it, but it also takes skill to admit where you're at. Like, let's say depression, right? Where I feel like we all go through that.
Not me.
Lie.
I'm a pretty happy.
Oh yeah, of course.
I
the
look
little
in
lies that we talk to.
I look in the mirror, and my depression is gone. It is vanished. I look in the mirror. I'm like, man, I feel bad. Oh, no reason to feel bad. Look at this.
I hate you.
And then I go on social media. I see you.
I hate you.
Euphoric.
I hate
I
you.
feel even better. Look at this face. Look at this pretty face. Can we zoom in on this pretty face? Are we zooming in her face?
No, well,
we are zooming into this pretty, beautiful face. And again, why are we friends? Because she does not like this.
And this beautiful face woke up looking like, what the hell is happening to this face? Okay.
I felt the same way today.
My skin broke out because of the stress and everything. And I'm looking at it. I just want to cancel all of it. Look at my hair. Look at my face. Okay, in general, I have a resting bitch face, but this is worse than that. This is just
a resting Katya face.
And I'm like texting, try to find it. Like, I'm at the point, like, I don't want to wash my hair. I don't want to do anything. I honestly just want to put the clothes on and go. But if I go like this, people will think that, you know what, we need to send a wellness check to her.
I mean, you can get some good donations that way. Next, getting under my skin, we're going to look raggedy. You're just going to look like, I don't know what to do. Actually, you could just start. Have you ever seen those YouTube videos where people are like, they're crying and they're just like talking about their lives and they're just like crying? Do you ever see that or no?
I have.
Wait, tell me how you feel about it, because I feel like you're judging.
Yes and no. I get the just parts of the. It's hard. Like, I not going to lie. I have a few videos where I have recorded myself crying, but the only point of that is because when first time I did it, and it wasn't really crying. It was just really low part of my life, and I thought, I'm going to do this right now because I want to see myself in a year and see if I came out of it. So every time I find this video back, like, it reminds me how far gone I've came. And
that's some deep therapy. That's awesome. That is no, it really is. A little bit sociopathic. No. I think posting it is kind of sociopath, like histrionic, like trying to get some attention, like, right? Like, posting it is like kind of like trying to get like a lot of attention or sympathy or something, and not in always the right ways, because like we all know people in social media, I don't care who you are, if you have social media and it's more than 10 following, you got people on there that don't even care about you and you don't care about. That's just the truth. 100%. So like posting it there where those people who have no value to your life, quote unquote,
right,
to see, that's a little bit of like, you may not think it, but it's very attention seeking, or like literally crying for help, no pun intended. But with what you're doing, it just seems like it's more like I'd say like a live journal, kind of like looking back, and then you're able to see, wow, I was like there, and now I can. And I don't know, a lot of us can remember times like, like I can think of like my father passing. It's like, I can remember my father and all this, and I have like a picture of him in my room and I can see, and cool. But then when there's like a random memory comes up a little bit, it's kind of like, kind of gets your emotion a little bit, kind of like, oh geez, like, I remember that time, like it was nice. So like I feel like looking at a video like that will give those same emotions, and maybe even like, I don't know, do you feel happier or do you feel like angry that time even happened? Like what?
It's mixed feelings, honestly. Mixed
Yeah.
feelings. I think again, I even seeing this in the social media, I like when people kind of putting this like before and after. Was the part of their journey.
Yeah.
I don't really like when they're like actually just sitting there crying and talking about,
Right.
I don't know, unicorns and rainbows, whatever, something that doesn't.
My dad didn't buy me a Porsche. Just kidding. Was that one of them?
No.
Oh, okay.
But that actually remind me the post that was made on Facebook, when maybe we're gonna go really deep right now or too deep for the podcast, but when the whole thing happened with my ex. I'm laughing. It's not just because I have no heart or soul. It's because I'm a very traumatized person, and it's better to laugh than cry. But when people tell me what pushes you to post on Facebook a phrase that says that your son killed himself 40 minutes later after that happens.
Sorry, everyone. That was a pause. That was a commercial break in my head. I had to like readjust.
I'm gonna get canceled after that. So it's over.
No, I think here. So I think everyone uses social media very differently. Especially we can probably see a trend depending on age groups, right? Like, the young people may use it somewhat as an outlet or for comic relief or for entertainment, while older people, like the Crypt Keepers, are kind of just like not understanding. I think we all have had people who are older who don't know how to use social media correctly. Like, you put a post and they're like, who's that person? They're ugly. It's like, no, you can't write that because everyone can see that comment. Or no, you can't make that post because it's not appropriate to make a post about that.
Is it the case?
What? But this age? Oh no, I'm trying to placate. I mean, that person's insane. But I'm just trying to kind of get in a little, like, I mean, there's part of that. Part of it is sometimes age, and then the other part is, yeah, I think there are people who are not stable, and that's just how they express themselves.
But I'll consider myself as a person, millennial, not the Gen Z, but in the younger category. But it would never cross my mind. And to post it. Yeah. And I wouldn't even do anything or go out there, but unfortunately it created such a boom effect that
I mean, you did post like, I need like,
because people were blowing out my phone.
was one of them. Like when someone called me, they told me, and it was reflex. Like, I mean, I remember, don't even get emotional about it, but bawling, and then like, where, like, is what, like, and I was like freaking out, like, what happened to her? It's like, she's fine, like, cool. So called you, didn't answer, then went on Facebook, saw what you said, and I just like left it alone.
Yeah.
I don't even think I texted because I was just like the last thing I need is noise. Like, you know what I mean? There's natural noise. The last thing I need is noise that people are bringing in. And, I'm glad that you're someone, in my opinion, that doesn't, I know you want to talk about lying to yourself, but I feel like you don't lie to yourself. Like, you're kind of like, social media is not the number one priority for my life. I'm getting stressed. I kind of got to put this away, or I can't take all these calls or whatever. I got to do something to make sure it slows down. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm exactly talking about. Maybe it feels like we sidetracked it a little bit, but not really, because to me, it's about the attention, because people that are actually going through something, and I know social media can help you to go through different things, because you want to feel related, and so you want to support. Some people don't have people around them, to support them, or they just don't feel comfortable sharing with people around them, but they do on the social media. And I totally get it, because there's a lot of times people that don't know you support you more than, and we kind of did talk about it in the last episode. But not when it comes down to attention seeking. And that's what frustrates me the most in a lot of different industries, or niches even, attention seeking. We're trying to be like authentic, we're trying to be truthful, but that content that is like authentic and truthful most of the time doesn't get enough reach, versus content or information that are being posted for attention seeking. And I'm also going to talk about the, same kind of scenario. We're talking about the age gap between like older people who don't know how to use the social media, but for whatever reason, something like that being posted. But then we're taking the group that is about our age, right? And we're going to talk about the best friend, quote unquote, that posted a video of me screaming in the phone on the TikTok, which I was not aware of, and gained dozens of million of views, I believe. Yeah, another thing, is like, hey, let me post that stuff. And what frustrates me the most is that that's an attention seeking.
Okay. Got cut off.
Yes. It's like, you don't want me to
I feel like getting up off this chair and being like, wait, just for like a clickbait, can I just, this is a lot. I gotta go. Because we have to put that in the beginning so people be like, wait, what's going on? All right, sorry. Speaking of attention seeking.
Yeah.
So do you want to, you can't
Hold
be,
the names?
you can't be, not names,
No,
but
no,
like,
okay.
you can't be like, like say a little bit.
Keep it those. Yeah, I can talk about it. Yeah.
Talk about, you got to say it. Like say what the best friend did, and or you like just be honest. No lies.
No lies.
No lies.
No lies today, because all our little lies are getting open this time. Anyway, yeah. Long story short, the thing did happen, and I'm by the house with a lot of cubs, and not my best morning at all, because it was a quiet night beforehand, and I almost lost my life before that. But I'm getting calls from a person, unknown phone number, and I don't talk to this person because he treats women like crap. And keep getting calls, and then I'm like, I just hanging up, I'm definitely not in the state to answer any calls at this point. And then I get a text message, and that text message is in Russian. And it was like, pick up the phone. And there are rarely people text me like something like that, especially in Russian. So I answer the phone, and this person is on the phone kind of yelling at me like, what happened? And I just, I was screaming, I was crying, I was not right in my head.
No, you were right. It would be wrong if you started laughing.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
right.
I was like,
yes.
I was in the moment. And what happens, the video shows, is that this person is walking into his garage, and clearly, I can't explain this any other way, but it was planned, because who the hell would think about it? Walking through the garage, then puts the phone on the speaker, okay? puts the phone in the speaker when I'm screaming. He gets on his knees. He's like crying, puts the phone up, kind of like with the camera, where like me again screaming and yelling, and all of this really bad acting. And then this whole thing goes on the TikTok platform. And within hours, it gets millions of views. Millions of views there, millions of views, maybe not millions on Facebook. And now this whole freaking Chicagoland knows about me and my story. Or maybe not completely. But yeah.
A lot of them heard your voice.
Yeah, a lot of them. And I was getting those videos all the time shared with me. And that was the last thing I wanted
Wait,
to
why were
see.
people sharing them with you?
Oh, they were like, did you see that? Yeah. Then he posted another video with his face, but then he deleted it, I think. Either people start saying something to him, I don't know.
Like you're a sociopath or just wondering what they're saying. I don't know if they're saying good morning.
No, they were just sharing to me. They were saying like, well, you can go to police and like report it and take it down. But honestly, it was the last thing I needed to do.
That was the thing. Like at that time, you're so drained.
Yeah.
You can't even think of another like that. I mean, wow. I remember when you told me I was frozen.
Sorry, camera guy, we're making like uncomfortable.
No, I mean, it's just, he's like,
a lot.
He's like,
for
get the fan.
Wednesday morning.
It's like a little hot.
Not a morning anymore.
I mean, like, I just think, I wish everyone just knew of this video and just could report it.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you have enough time to actually go report it, I think they have enough time to like and subscribe to something. Katya?
Like, subscribe, click on the dingly thing to remind.
Notifications.
Yes, that one.
The bell.
But you see, that's what I'm talking about, the little lies. So this type of video gets millions of views.
Yeah.
The video that you spent creating, setting, putting the information in gets like 700.
Yeah. No, it's true. And I think
good quality one.
But like, what are you lying? Okay, so I guess it's really, we're talking about lying. We're not really talking about lying to ourselves when we're using social media, or are we? Because it goes either way. Are you lying to yourself, or you're lying to others, or just to both? Because I think some people do lie on social media so much that they start believing their lies.
It's their reality.
It's their they live on going online, and just, it's kind of like, all right, so I'm a huge South Park lover. I just love South Park. It's hilarious to me, whatever. And this episode really was talking about photoshopping and how people are like one girl has a crush on a boy, and he's like, I have a crush on you, and he's like, oh no, sorry, like you don't look good enough for me. I love like Kim Kardashian, like she just had a baby and look at her body, it's so smooth and perfect. They're like, that's a lie. So then the girls in the school start using Photoshop, and they're like fourth graders, third graders, a little tubby, whatever. They just get them like small and like whatever, and the boys start dating them. And
woman face,
right?
Like,
but the boys are like dating these girls, and they're just walking around like, "Hey, man, look at my girlfriend!" Like, wow, they're showing them the pictures. I mean, it's like, that's an exaggerated version of what we're doing sometimes on social media, where we're trying to lie not just to other people to convince them. We need that type of oh my gosh, what's the word? I have the word, but like that type of acknowledgement from other people to make us feel, good about ourselves. So I don't know if that's a full lie to other people and yourself, or just one or the other, whatever. But yeah, I just feel like it's a whole lying mess. And the situation happened with you, dude. I know he can't think. I mean, no, if you're that sick to do it, you might be that sick to think it, but like that you're like a good person And like,
Oh, and there's no thoughts about another person. That's
Right.
something you're just thinking about
But
yourself
yourself,
completely.
fully.
And that's again, social media, whatever attention seeking lies. And the good thing you said about like a Photoshop, and just putting pictures out there. There's one thing that I have, and my, again, social media assistant knows about it when we make videos. Something that I prohibit, like I don't like filters. Like I can adjust the color, we can adjust like the light and everything.
That's so true.
But I want to people to see, even as a skincare professional, I have days when I'm like, what the hell is happening here? I am still a human. I still have my stressful moments. I still have my hormones fluctuating. There is no always a days when it's perfect. Could be days, weeks, months when I'm extremely unhappy. And the very hard thing was realization to me. One time I was in one skin event. I believe it was a hydrofacial, but there were a lot of skin professionals there. And they one of the speaker asked one question. There's a full room of skin professionals. Lift the hand who is absolutely happy with their skin right now, or like in general. None of them lift the hand. None of them. So we're talking about full room of professionals. They do for living, their passion for many, many years. And they're not happy, with what they have, because like there's still a time to improve. There's still something, there's like, oh, here's something else. There's a breakout, there's wrinkled, there is maybe it's not like as bright or as glowy as I want to be. But that's just the truth. And when we don't talk about it, when we don't put it out there, it creates the image in other people that if I don't have that, then there is something wrong with me.
Yes.
No, the acne happens. Aging happens. Rosacea happens. Hyperpigmentation happens. We're none of us prone to it. And there is no a single thing that is going to promise you to have a perfect, flawless skin. And if you do, you're probably still going to find something else to fix that.
That's true.
So again, like I don't do that because I want to people see real me, there is not a day, as I said, I do have a unicorn thing on my forehead today that thankfully makeup covered up, but it is there.
I was literally just going to say though, like, you can't be like, I want everyone to this is the real,
have it.
This is the real me. Everyone's looking at you like,
no,
shut up. I want that to be the real me.
No, it's makeup. It's makeup. And I'm completely honest. It's just because we're recording. Otherwise you would see it.
No, I mean, that's just the reality of it in general. And I think like, we know so many people like, for example, taking like, weight loss pills or what have you, like Ozempic or what have you. And it's not a problem, but I think the problem is just lying, right? Lying to people, being like, it's Pilates. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
I'm doing a lot of walking.
I've been walking all the time, and I want to drink more water because I've just been working out so much.
Oh, that's like, isn't it the, wait, what?
South Park.
South Park, yeah, like all this little top, little tops, some of them
all the
are
time.
Like yeah.
It's just the truth. Like for me, it's not, and I love like you talk about like, any procedures or anything you do, and it's like, yeah, that's what it is. What's the problem? Yeah. And I feel like so many people want to shame other people for something. And when people are very honest to not just themselves, but to the public about the work they do or anything that's going on, it lowers the shame in a whole community or a whole industry. And I just like, I think I commend you just being honest with what like you do. And, your first episode, bringing your surgeon here and just having a discussion about what you do. Like you are little by little making a huge change to the field, and this is exactly what they need.
And I really appreciate this.
It's just the truth. I'm not lying. It's like appreciate.
Perfect little lies.
I don't lie. Well, I can't lie, but I don't lie much.
Well, I'm very thankful for you coming in again and discussing this topic with me. All right. I hope to see you soon. Like,
You will.
subscribe. And I will. You can say that too.
Like and subscribe. Love you.
Dingly thing. All right.